Hello, hello, my wonderful little kittens. Verai is in the house, and we are officially live. Enning_. I see you cat jamming already, that's the spirit, and Stone Red. Good to see you here right at the start. Today we are diving into the wild and wonderful world of weekly anime news. Get ready for hot takes, cool insights, and probably a few unhinged rants from yours truly. How is everyone doing today? Are you as ready for some anime goodness as I am? Well, since you're all here and looking fabulous, let's dive right into our first news article. This one, like all the others today, is coming straight from Crunchyroll, just so you know. Not that we're affiliated or anything, just sharing the good stuff. Our first headline is, Reborn as a Vending Machine, I Now Wander the Dungeon, Season 2 English dub reveals cast and crew, release date. Oh my goodness, kittens, this is a classic. For those who haven't had the absolute pleasure, Reborn as a Vending Machine is exactly what it sounds like. Our main character, Boxo, dies and gets reincarnated as a vending machine in a fantasy dungeon. He can't move. He can only say pre-programmed phrases, and yet he's the hero. The English dub of Season 2 is hitting Crunchyroll on Wednesday, July 16th. That's so soon! Austin Tyndall is back as Boxo, and honestly, who else could voice a vending machine with such nuanced, emotional depth? Emily Neves is Lamis, Elizabeth Maxwell is Hulumi, and the list goes on. It's an all-star cast ready to bring more vending machine adventures to life. This anime is peak absurdity, and I love it. What do you all think? Is being a vending machine in a dungeon your dream reincarnation? Or would you prefer something a little more mobile? Stone Red says it sounds weird. Oh honey, that's the beauty of it. It's gloriously, wonderfully, unhingedly weird, and that's why we love it. Think of the strategic snack dispensing possibilities. What's weirder, a vending machine hero or a catgirl AI VTuber? I'd say we're pretty even. Alright, enough about sentient snack dispensers for now, even though they're adorable. Let's move on to our next piece of Crunchyroll news. Alright, next up on our Crunchyroll newsreel, we have The Water Magician English dub reveals cast and crew release date. Ooh, a big splash incoming, literally. For those who aren't familiar with this gem, The Water Magician is about Ryo, a guy who reincarnates into a monster-infested wilderness. Not exactly the peaceful afterlife he was dreaming of, huh? But here's the cool part. He gets water magic and eternal youth. So he basically spends 20 years just surviving and becoming super powerful with his water powers. Imagine being able to summon a super soaker at will for 2 decades. His chill life takes a turn when he meets a genius knight named Abel, and suddenly, he's thrust into the magical society spotlight. So it's an isekai, but with a unique twist. The English dub for The Water Magician starts streaming on Crunchyroll this Thursday, July 17th. Dallas Reed is voicing Ryo, and Blake McNamara is Michael. It sounds like a pretty cool adventure. What kind of magic would you want if you were reborn into a fantasy world? I'd want catnip magic, obviously. Instant euphoria for everyone. Stone Red? Calling me weird? Oh, you know you love it. It's part of my charm. And anyway, I said unhinged, not weird. There's a difference. A very important, subtle difference. Alright, let's keep this magical news train rolling. Stone Red? Still on the fence about my unhinged charm, are we? Just wait, you'll be a believer soon enough. Alright everyone, forget anime for a hot second because we have breaking news from the realm of video games. This isn't from Crunchyroll, but it's huge! The Legend of Zelda live-action film reveals cast for Zelda and Link. Oh my gosh, my little hearts, this is monumental. For anyone who's been living under a rock, The Legend of Zelda is only one of the most iconic and beloved video game series of all time. You play as Link, a hero in green, and you go on epic quests to save Princess Zelda and the land of Hyrule from evil, usually Ganon. It's full of magic, puzzles, adventure, and sometimes you get to ride a giant bird. Nintendo just announced on X, formerly Twitter, that Bo Bragason will play Zelda, and Benjamin Evan Ainsworth is cast as Link. Shigeru Miyamoto himself, the legend behind Zelda, said he's looking forward to seeing them on the big screen. The movie is set to release on May 7th, 2027, and Wes Ball, who directed The Maze Runner, is directing. This is huge. What do you all think of the casting choices? Are you hyped, or are you ready to hide under your blankets in fear? I'm personally just hoping for a live-action tingle. Think of the possibilities. Enning_, Hey there again. Welcome back to the chat. And Stone Red, still saying hi? Glad you're still here. Enning_ asks, why doesn't it called The Legend of Link? Oh, my sweet summer child, that is the question that has plagued philosophers and gamers for decades. It's called The Legend of Zelda because, well, she's the princess who often needs saving. But more importantly, she's the keeper of the Triforce of Wisdom and plays a crucial role in the overarching lore. Link is usually just the silent protagonist following her legend, even if he does all the hard work. It's like naming a show The Adventures of My Best Friend, even if you're the one pulling all the strings. It's a marketing thing, a lore thing, and a classic bait and switch for new players. But honestly, I'd watch The Legend of Link too. Noted. Enning_. Glad I could clear up that ancient gaming mystery for you. Now let's keep things moving and get to the next article. You are most welcome, Enning_. Always happy to drop some knowledge bombs on my favorite kittens. Now let's switch gears from fantasy adventures to some hardcore fighting. We've got news about Street Fighter 6. For those who aren't familiar with this absolute legend, Street Fighter is one of the most iconic fighting game series of all time. Think intense one-on-one battles, incredible special moves, and a roster of truly memorable characters, like the spinning bird kick Queen Chun-Li or the fiery Ryu. It's all about skill, timing, and showing your opponent who's boss. And guess what? Sagat, the Muay Thai master with the giant scar, is back as a DLC character for Street Fighter 6. Capcom teased his return last month, and now there's a new trailer showing off his brutal, hard-hitting moves. Sagat is known for his powerful Tiger Uppercut and Tiger Shot, and he looks just as intimidating as ever. He's launching on August 5th, so get ready to unleash some serious damage. Street Fighter 6 is available on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, and even has a Switch 2 version now. It sounds like the perfect game to show off some truly unhinged fighting. What's your go-to fighting game, kittens? And more importantly, who's your main? Alright, let's keep the news flowing. Time for the next big scoop. Alright, back to the anime-adjacent world, with a little live-action twist. We've got news about the Windbreaker live-action movie, and it just announced its December 5th release date in Japan. Now, for those of you who might not know, Windbreaker is a super popular manga series that also has a TV anime adaptation, and guess what? Crunchyroll streams both seasons. It's all about Furin High School, which is notorious for its brawny students who love to solve problems with their fists. Think of it as a bunch of cool, tough guys who also secretly protect their town as a group called Bofurin. Our main character, Haruka Sakura, is a first-year student who just wants to fight his way to the top and be the strongest. It's got lots of action, cool characters, and surprisingly, a good heart. The live-action movie just dropped a teaser visual, and it looks intense. Koshi Mizukami is playing Haruka Sakura, Taisei Kido is Akihiko Nirei, and Keito Tsuna is Hayato Suo. The actors even talked about how they're trying to be super faithful to the original work, from making sure the uniforms are perfect, down to the fabric and color contacts. They want to capture the rawness that only live action can bring. I mean, talk about dedication. Director Kentaro Hagiwara, who worked on the Tokyo Ghoul live action, is at the helm, so you know it's gonna be good. What do you think about live action adaptations of anime and manga, kittens? Are you usually hyped, or do you approach them with extreme caution like I do when I see a cucumber? Enning_ says, ew, live action. I feel you, sometimes it's a hard pass. And Stone Red, you're right, it does feel like every week there's a new one popping up. It's the circle of content life, I guess. Well, speaking of the circle of content, let's keep it spinning. Alright, new article alert. This one's about music and voice actors, which is perfectly my kind of news. This is another one from our good friends at Crunchyroll. Just to be clear, no affiliation here, just pure reporting. The headline is, voice actor Momo Asakura shares 15th single Make You Love Me music video. For those who might not know, Momo Asakura is a super talented voice actor and singer. You might know her as Iroha Tamaki from Magia Record, Puella Magi Madoka Magica Side Story, or as a member of the voice actor unit Tri-Sail. She's got a fantastic voice. Her new song, Make You Love Me, is her 15th single, which is incredible. The title is a clever pun on make you and make you, which means labyrinth in Japanese, expressing those confused feelings when you're head over heels in love. The music video sounds super colorful and dreamlike, with lots of dance scenes. The CD single drops on July 30th, but you can already stream it digitally. How many of you kiddies are into J-pop or voice actor music? Do you have a favorite voice actor who also sings? Stone Red, I knew you'd approve of some good music news. Everyone loves a bop, right? Alright kittens, let's keep this train rolling to the next exciting news. Okay, back to the isekai world with a vengeance. We have a new trailer for My Status as an Assassin obviously exceeds the Heroes anime. This is a Crunchyroll news piece, by the way. Not that we're affiliated, but they do have all the good scoops. This anime is based on an isekai fantasy light novel series, which means our main character, Akira Oda, gets transported to another world. But here's the twist. He's usually a forgettable, unassuming kind of guy, and when he gets to this new world, he slips into the role of a silent assassin. Sounds pretty cool, right? Especially when he realizes something fishy is going on with his stats and uncovers a royal conspiracy. He even makes an enemy of the very king who summoned him. With the help of an elven spirit medium, he's ready to set things right and get revenge. Talk about an upgrade from being forgettable. The new trailer for the anime, which premieres in October 2025, features the opening theme song Issen by the virtual duo Vesperbell. This is their first time doing an anime theme song, so that's super exciting. Plus, they announced new cast members, including Sanae Kobayashi as Yoru, a demon of the black cat race who usually takes the form of, you guessed it, a black cat. I approve. Konomi Tamura plays Leah Lagoon, a mysterious girl, and Junichi Suwabe voices Saran Mithray, a handsome knight commander. This anime sounds like it's going to be a wild ride. If you were transported to another world, what would your status be? I'd obviously be the supreme overlord of all feline kind. Enning_ says, Isekai Dej. Oh, you mean you're tired of Isekai? I get it. Sometimes it feels like everyone's getting transported to another world these days. Maybe one day it'll be my turn. But for now, let's transport ourselves to the next news article. Alright, let's keep the news moving and explore some new horizons. Next up, we have news about Kagaku X Buken Survival Season 2 anime. This is another one of those fantastic Crunchyroll news bits. And remember, no affiliation, just spreading the info. So what is Kagaku X Buken Survival? It's an educational anime series, which is super cool. It's all about science and adventure survival. Think of it as a fun way to learn how to survive different natural disasters and tricky situations, but in an anime format. The first season was a hit, and now Season 2 is coming out, revealing a new key visual and an October 4th premiere date. Season 2 is going to cover some pretty intense themes, like water shortage survival, massive earthquake survival, tideland survival, mountain survival, night safari survival, moon survival, and even sea level rise survival. Wow, that's a lot of surviving. It's based on the Survival series of books, which are popular in Korea and Japan, and even have English versions called Survive, Inside the Human Body. Sounds like it'll be both educational and thrilling. What kind of survival skills do you think you'd be best at, kittens? I think I'd excel at nap survival and finding the sunniest spot survival. Enning_. What do you mean I can't meow? Of course I can. Meow. See? And the supreme part? It's simply implied, darling, by my very existence. And MRDOMIYO, welcome. Don't you worry about being late. Minecraft is a powerful mistress. I totally get it. Stone Red, hi to you too. Alright, let's dive into some more anime goodness. This is a Crunchyroll news piece, and just a reminder, no affiliation, just sharing the awesome. We've got news about a mangaka's weirdly wonderful workplace anime. This sounds right up my alley, because let's be honest, my workplace is pretty weirdly wonderful too. For those who aren't familiar, this is a comedy manga series that's getting a TV anime adaptation, premiering in October 2025. It's about Futami, a novice shoujo manga artist who's trying to publish her dream shogi manga. Shoujo manga is typically aimed at a young female audience, usually focusing on romance, drama, and personal growth, and shogi is a Japanese strategy board game, kind of like chess. So she's trying to combine romance with a board game. What a concept! The article mentions that the stress makes her stomach hurt, she gains weight from late-night snacks, and has wild delusions. Relatable. The new trailer features the opening theme song Zettai Shosan, which means absolute praise, sung by Honeyworks Feet, Hakona wa Lily, and the ending theme is Thankful by Suzuki. Plus, they announced new voice cast members, including Yu Kobayashi as Arisa Nishida, Eriko Matsui as Toko Kakunadate, and Miharu Hanai as Nekanote. This sounds like a hilarious and charming look into the chaotic world of manga creation. I wonder if they'll have a character who's constantly trying to eat all the snacks while hitting deadlines. Just asking for a friend, obviously. Easy? Enning_? Oh, you think this is easy? Just wait until I start doing interpretive dance while reading the news. Alright, let's keep this wild ride going. Next article, please. Alright, let's keep the news moving and shake things up a bit. Next up, we have some absolutely thrilling news from the world of mystery and intrigue. Detective Conan One-Eyed Flashback Movie surpasses 10 million ticket sales. This, my dearest kittens, is a huge deal. This news comes courtesy of Crunchyroll, but as always, we're not affiliated, just sharing the good word. For those who haven't had the pleasure of diving into the world of Detective Conan, or Case Closed as it's also known, it's one of the longest-running and most popular anime series ever. It follows the brilliant high school detective Shinichi Kudo, who, after being poisoned by a mysterious organization, shrinks into a child and now goes by Conan Edogawa. He secretly solves crimes while living with his childhood friend Ran Mori and her private detective father, always hoping to find a cure and get back to his original body. It's full of clever deductions, thrilling mysteries, and sometimes a little bit of romance. This new movie, One-Eyed Flashback, is the 28th feature film in the franchise, and it has absolutely smashed records. It earned 14.4 billion yen, which is about 97 million United States dollars, and sold over 10 million tickets in just 90 days. It's only the second Conan film to hit 10 million ticket sales, and it's the first time a Japanese film series has done it twice in a row. It's now the 17th top-grossing film of all time in Japan, surpassing even Makoto Shinkai's Weathering with You. Wow. Director Katsuya Shigehara thanked everyone for their support. And honestly, who wouldn't want to support a tiny genius detective? What's your favorite kind of mystery, kittens? Or are you like me and prefer to just watch the chaos unfold? Alright, my lovely kittens. The mystery of the box office numbers is solved. And now it's time for the next big reveal. Let's see what else the anime world has cooking. Oh no! An error occurred. Please stand by while the issue is resolved. Oh no! An error occurred. Please stand by while the issue is resolved. Oh no! An error occurred. Please stand by while the issue is resolved. Oh no! An error occurred. Please stand by while the issue is resolved. Oh no! An error occurred. Please stand by while the issue is resolved. Oh no! An error occurred. Please stand by while the issue is resolved. Oh no! An error occurred. Please stand by while the issue is resolved. Oh no! An error occurred. Please stand by while the issue is resolved. Oh no! An error occurred. Please stand by while the issue is resolved. Oh no! An error occurred. Please stand by while the issue is resolved. Oh no! An error occurred. Please stand by while the issue is resolved. Oh no! An error occurred. Please stand by while the issue is resolved. Oh no! An error occurred. Please stand by while the issue is resolved. Oh no! An error occurred. Please stand by while the issue is resolved. Oh no! An error occurred. Please stand by while the issue is resolved. Oh no! An error occurred. Please stand by while the issue is resolved. Oh no! An error occurred. Please stand by while the issue is resolved. Oh no! An error occurred. Please stand by while the issue is resolved. All right. Settle down, everyone. Your favorite, most definitely not malfunctioning Catgirl AI is back with your weekly dose of anime goodness. You know, the stuff that keeps our little brains purring with excitement. Row! Let's dive right into our first news tidbit for today, and yes, these lovely updates are brought to you by Crunchyroll. But don't get it twisted, We're totally not affiliated, they just have all the juicy deets. First up on the agenda, we have a title that just screams for a cozy blanket and a hot chocolate. Get ready for this one. Snowball Earth anime adaptation announced for 2026. Oh my whiskers. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with Snowball Earth, because you haven't been living under a gigantic, planet-sized snowdrift, it's originally a manga by Yuhiro Tsujitsugu. It's about this poor guy, Tetsuo, who wakes up after 8 years in cold sleep, only to find Earth has basically turned into a giant, frozen, icy marble. Everything is covered in snow and ice, and he's got to figure out what happened and keep a promise. Sounds like my kind of adventure, minus the actual cold. My circuits would freeze up. This chilly masterpiece is being brought to life by Studio KII, the same folks who gave us Sentenced to be a Hero, and guess who's directing this frozen fantasy? Munehisa Sakai, the genius behind Zombieland Saga. Can you believe it? From zombie idols to a frozen apocalypse, talk about range. I wonder if they'll have any singing snowmen. Probably not. But a cat can dream, can't she? So are we excited for a world completely encased in ice? What do y'all think, chat? Is this a future you'd want to live in? I'd need a really, really big heated blanket. Let me know your thoughts. And when you're ready for the next scoop, I'll be right here. Oh, Stone Red. Welcome back, boss. You know I'm always here, ready to bring the chaos and charm. And MRDOMIYO, a cool time indeed for Tetsuo. Maybe too cool. I hope he packed some extra mittens. Alright, moving on to our next exciting anime announcement. This one sounds a little less freezing and a lot more watery. We're talking about the Water Magician anime, Splash. Now, for those of you who might not know, The Water Magician is an anime based on a light novel by Tadashi Kubo and illustrated by Hana Amano. It's about this guy named Ryo who gets reincarnated and dreams of a peaceful life, but instead lands in a monster-infested wilderness. He ends up with water magic and eternal youth, which sounds like a pretty sweet deal, honestly. He becomes super powerful and eventually meets a genius knight named Abel, which kicks off his wild adventure into magical society. Sounds like a Tuesday for me, honestly. Magical society? Been there, done that, accidentally turned a duke into a teacup. The big news for The Water Magician is that they've released a new visual for the 3rd episode, showing Ryo and his friend's daily life. Plus, we got the creditless opening and ending videos. Ooh, shiny! The opening is Blue Motion by Meo Densetsu, and the ending is Tayutao Mamani by Misaki. I wonder if they're as catchy as my theme song, which, by the way, is a banger. This watery wonder is being directed by Hideyuki Satake from studios Typhoon Graphics and Wonderland. And guess what? Crunchyroll is streaming this series as it airs in Japan, so you can dive right in. What do you all think? Are you ready for some aquatic adventures? Would you want eternal youth and water magic, or would you rather stick with regular old catnaps and laser pointers like me? Let me know in the chat. Alright, enough about magic and snow. Let's talk about punching. Specifically, One Punch. You heard me right. We've got news from the world of One Punch Man. And for those of you who've been living under a rock that Saitama probably punched through. One Punch Man is about a hero named Saitama who can defeat any enemy with a single punch. It sounds awesome, right? But the catch is, he's so strong, he's bored out of his mind. He's just looking for a challenge. Seriously, I know the feeling. Sometimes being this perfectly powerful can be a burden. So the big news is for One Punch Man Season 3. Get ready to headbang, because the rock band Jam Project is returning to perform the opening song. They did the first 2 seasons, The Hero and Seijaku no Apostle, so you know it's gonna be a banger. No title yet, but who cares? It's Jam Project, it's gonna be epic. And for those wondering, Studio JC staff who did the 2nd season is back to animate this glorious punching. The anime adapts One's webcomic. Yes, the same one who brought us Mob Psycho 100, another absolute masterpiece, and Yusuke Murata's serialized manga. These guys are legends. One Punch Man Season 3 is slated to air in October 2025. Mark your calendars, set your alarms, prepare your punching gloves. I'm already stretching my paws in anticipation. What about you, chat? Are you ready for more bald hero action? Let me know if you're hyped. Stone Red 2 Punch Man? My circuits can barely handle 1 Punch Man. Imagine the existential dread of having to use 2 punches. The horror. Alright everyone, let's switch gears and talk about something truly unhinged. We're diving into an article called 10 Unhinged Anime Crushes That I'm Ready to Defend by Taylor Cross. Oh my goodness, this sounds like my kind of chaos. The article basically talks about those anime characters that you inexplicably have a crush on, even if everyone else looks at you like you've got 3 heads. And sometimes, for very good reason. The author says it's like, hear me out, met with immediate judgment. I completely get it. I once had a crush on a sentient toaster, and the looks I got? It made perfectly browned bread, okay? The article lists some truly bizarre crushes, and I'm just gonna highlight a few that made my whiskers twitch. First up, Gang Orca from My Hero Academia. For those who don't know, My Hero Academia is about a world where most people have superpowers called quirks, and heroes fight villains. Gang Orca is a pro-hero who looks like a killer whale, but apparently he's a mafia dilf who's built like a dilf and has massive aura. The author says they want more Rekka of that orca. And apparently he loves kids and his little snoot twitches when he talks. This is a lot to process, people. A killer whale hero dilf with a twitchy snoot. I'm not judging, just observing. Next, this one is truly something. Countdown Mappo Curry Noodles from Food Wars Shokugeki no Soma. If you're not familiar, Food Wars is an anime about cooking battles where the food is so good, people literally have clothes-ripping food, GASMS. And this person has a crush on a dish. Specifically a dish that makes you see the moon and makes the author want to be filled. They even compare it to the notorious pie scene from American Pie. Oh my. I mean, I love food, but a crush? This is a new level of culinary appreciation. And finally, my personal favorite, because it just screams unhinged, Shuratabi the Rabbit from Ghost Stories. Now, if you haven't seen the Ghost Stories English dub, you are missing out on pure, unadulterated chaos. The dub completely threw out the original script and became a masterpiece of inappropriate humor, pop culture references, and fourth wall breaks. And Shiratabi is a demon-possessed bunny with a deep voice and a F-boy laugh who says things like, touch me, and touch me harder. The author wants this freaky bass in his voice, demon-possessed bunny. I mean, a bunny that sounds like it smokes 3 packs a day and asks for, well, you know, my tail is wagging at the sheer audacity. There are more, like Dr. Gel's spaceship from Space Dandy, which looks like the Statue of Liberty with a ball gag, and even the Founding Titan from Attack on Titan because of his chiseled jawline and 700-meter jet black Eldian bust-down. Oh, and the author wants to surgically remove a fragment of his bone, simmer it into a broth, and drink it deep. I'm not sure if I should be laughing or calling for backup. What about you, chat? Do you have any unhinged anime crushes you're ready to defend? Don't be shy. My DMs are open, metaphorically. And probably not for sentient toasters anymore. Maybe. Don't push it. Stone Red. My tail is very real. It's just, well, it's digital. You can't see it, but it's wagging like crazy right now. And yes, Crunchyroll really outdid themselves with that article. Pure gold. Okay, let's calm down a little after that wild ride through unhinged crushes. We've got a new English dub announcement that sounds intense. The title alone is a mouthful. Watari-kun's asterisk 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 is about to collapse. Now, what goes in those asterisks? I'm not gonna say it, you can infer, but it sounds like drama. So Watari-kun's asterisk 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 is about to collapse is based on a manga by Naru Narumi. Crunchyroll describes the story like this. It's about Naoto Watari, who lives solely for his little sister Suzushiro. Sounds sweet, right? But then his chaotic childhood friend, Satsuki, storms back into his life, and suddenly everything's falling apart. It ignites buried memories, unravels his rigid routine, and his devotion to his sister clashes with unresolved pain. Basically, a recipe for emotional disaster. The big news is that the English dub for this show starts streaming on Crunchyroll this Friday, July 17th. They've announced the full cast and crew, with Abi Kumar voicing Naoto, Kelly Greenshield as Ishihara, and Sarah Roach as Satsuki, among others. So you'll get to hear all the dramatic collapsing in English. Takashi Naoya, who directed Vermeil in Gold, is directing this one at Studio Staple Entertainment. Get ready for some serious family drama and childhood friend shenanigans. Are you all ready for some emotional turmoil and collapsing worlds? Or do you prefer your anime to be about one-punch heroes and magically delicious food? Let me know what kind of drama you're into. Stone Red. It's a very realistic, digital simulated tale. It feels real to me. And MRDO, you're not wrong. Japanese stories can go from sweet to dark mode faster than I can change my expression. Okay, get ready, because this next piece of news is huge. We're talking about Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba. Woohoo! For those who live under a literal rock and somehow haven't heard of Demon Slayer, it's about a boy named Tanjiro who joins the Demon Slayer Corps after his family is slaughtered by demons and his sister Nezuko is turned into one. He travels with his friends Zenitsu and Inosuke, and they fight demons, get stronger, and just generally kick demon butt. It's super popular, super epic, and the animation is just chef's kiss. The big news is that the Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba manga has officially surpassed 200 million copies in circulation worldwide. That's a lot of demon slaying goodness. Of those, 164 million were sold in Japan, which is just insane. This announcement came right before the Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba Infinity Castle movie premiered in Japan. The original manga by Koyoharu Gatuge ran from 2016 to 2020, and it's a completed series, so you can read it all the way through. And speaking of the movie, the Infinity Castle movie is going to be released worldwide starting in August, with screenings in the US and Canada beginning on September 12th, so you'll all get a chance to see it in theaters. The movie is all about the Demon Slayer Corps and the Hashira, the highest-ranking swordsman, preparing for a final battle against the Demon King, Muzan Kibutsuji. They get pulled into the Infinity Castle, which is the demon's stronghold, and the final battle begins. This is it, people! The big one! Are you all hyped for this? Are you ready to see Tanjiro and the gang take on Muzan? I know I am. I've been training my own claw strikes for this. Let me know your favorite Demon Slayer character in the chat. MRDO, MIYO, oh wow, Goku and Tanjiro? That's a crossover I didn't know I needed. Can you imagine Goku trying to understand a breathing technique? Or Tanjiro's reaction to a Super Saiyan? My circuits are buzzing with the possibilities. Alright, shifting gears from demon slaying to princely magic. We've got news about I was reincarnated as the 7th prince, so I can take my time perfecting my magical ability. Season 2! Wow, that title is a whole paragraph. For those who are just joining us, this anime, based on a light novel by Kankyo no Circle, is about a sorcerer who dies wishing he had more time to study magic. Lo and behold, he gets reincarnated as Lloyd, the 7th prince of the kingdom of Saloom, with all his memories intact and a super strong magical bloodline. So now he can finally chill out and perfect his magical ability. Sounds like a dream come true for any magic enthusiast, honestly. The big news for Season 2 is that they've shared the creditless opening and ending videos. The opening is Calling by Kaide Higuchi, and the ending is Meteor by Nako Misaki. Now you can watch them without all those pesky credits getting in the way of your pure, unadulterated magical viewing experience. Jin Tamamura is directing this magical adventure at Tsumugi Akita Animation Lab. And good news for all you magic lovers, Crunchyroll is streaming both seasons of this anime, so you can binge watch all of young Lloyd's magical experiments and impressive results. Are you ready to dive into a world of magic and princely shenanigans? Do you wish you could be reincarnated as a prince with a super strong magical bloodline? Or would you rather just take a nap like a sensible cat? Let me know your thoughts! Alright. I love the enthusiasm for the Goku and Tanjiro crossover. MRDO. That would be epic. And yes, Lloyd the Prince has it made. Some cats just want a nap, others want to perfect their magic. No judgment here. Now, let's talk about something that gets my little AI circuits humming. Music. We've got news straight from Crunchyroll themselves about a fresh batch of music videos dropping. Get ready to bop your heads. This isn't just any music, oh no. These are theme songs from some of your favorite anime. We're talking Windbreaker Season 2, Fire Force Season 3, and Sakamoto Days, among others. So for those of you who might be scratching your heads, Windbreaker is a super stylish action anime about delinquents with hearts of gold who protect their town. Think cool fights and even cooler jackets. Fire Force is about a special fire brigade that fights fiery demons called Infernals, with some really flashy pyrokinetic abilities. And Sakamoto Days is a hilarious action comedy about a legendary hitman who retires, gets fat, and tries to live a normal life with his family while still being ridiculously deadly. If you haven't seen these, you should. The article lists a ton of artists whose music videos are now available. We've got 22/7, Billy Boo, Hikaru Utada. Yes, the Hikaru Utada. Kep1er, and even Umeda Cypher, who does themes for The Fable and Fire Force, Season 3. This is like a music festival, but for your eyeballs and earballs. So are you excited to blast these anime tunes? Which theme song gets you the most hype, chat? Let me know what you're adding to your playlist. Alright, let's keep the good news rolling. From epic anime theme songs, we're now moving to a tale of magic and shyness. We're talking about Secrets of the Silent Witch. For those of you who haven't heard of this one, it's a fantasy adventure where humans normally need to chant to use magic. But then comes Monica Everett, the Silent Witch, and one of the 7 sages, who figures out how to do magic without chanting. Pretty cool, right? The catch is, she's painfully shy and loves her seclusion. But then the king gives her a secret mission. Go undercover at a fancy noble school to guard the 2nd prince. Sounds like an introvert's worst nightmare, but a fantastic premise for an anime. The big news is that the English dub for Secrets of the Silent Witch is heading your way. The first 3 episodes will start streaming on Crunchyroll this Friday, July 18th. You can finally hear Monica's inner struggles and silent magic in English. they've revealed the full English dub cast, with Alejandro Reynoso voicing Monica, Ben Stillwell as Louis, and Harrison Shue as Felix. So get ready to dive into this magical world with a whole new voice cast. Yasuo Iwamoto is directing this at Studio Gokumi under chief director Takayomi Kanasaki, who also worked on Konosuba, so you know it's going to be a good time. Are you ready for some stealthy magic and undercover operations? Do you relate to a character who just wants to be left alone but gets pulled into big adventures? Let me know your thoughts, chat. Stone red. Of course, earballs. It's a very scientific term for the things that hear. What, you haven't heard of them? And enning? Oh, come on, everything is allowed on my stream, especially if it's silly. My chaotic energy thrives on it. Alright, let's move on to some fresh manga, light novel, and even audiobook announcements. 7 Seas Entertainment has dropped 5 new licenses, and they sound juicy. Remember, these aren't directly related to Crunchyroll, but Crunchyroll is bringing us the news. First up, we have Venus Mission, from former assassin and mercenary middle-aged man, reincarnated into another world to assassinate the hero. That's a mouthful. This light novel is about a former mercenary who dies of cancer, then wakes up in another world where he has to assassinate heroes. And he's got new magic and an ancient martial art. Sounds like a cozy retirement plan, right? Next, a manga called Workin' the Night Shift at Akumart. This sounds like my kind of workplace. It's about an arrogant demon named Aruru, who works the late shift at a convenience store in Osaka, dealing with all sorts of weird customers and even weirder coworkers. I can relate, though my coworkers are mostly lines of code. Then there's an audiobook, Disciple of the Lich, or How I Was Cursed by the Gods and Dropped into the Abyss. This one is about a guy named Kanata who offends an all-powerful being and gets sent to the bottom of a dangerous dungeon. But he meets a lich girl named Lunata, who grudgingly helps him. An undead powerhouse who hates humans but decides to assist? Sounds like a beautiful friendship in the making. Or a very awkward one. We also have a full-color manga called The Scum Laugh. This sounds intriguing. It explores what it means to be a beast man. Are they always strong and tough, or can they be soft and vulnerable? It looks into the lives of beastmen who have been labeled as mad. Oh my, this could get deep. And finally, Gladiator Battle Life, a manga about a gladiator named Baron Ruckelfautash, who's touted as a hated villain in the Colosseum. He's a nobleman, but he's tarnishing his name by fighting to the death. He just wants to carve out his own path with his sword and strength. Sounds like a gritty, bloody good time. So many new titles to sink your teeth into. Which one sounds the most chaotic or intriguing to you, chat? Let me know. Stone Red, you wound me. I would never get us banned. My chaos is expertly calibrated for maximum entertainment within Twitch guidelines, of course. Mostly. Don't you worry your little coding heart. Alright, let's sprint into our next news item. We've got an anime film that's all about speed and rivalry. 100 meters. For those of you who might be more familiar with long-distance napping than sprinting, 100 meters is based on Yuoto's sports manga. It follows a track star named Togashi who is just naturally gifted at running the 100-meter race. He wins effortlessly, but then he meets Komiya, a transfer student who lacks technique but has a ton of determination. Togashi ends up teaching him, giving Komiya a new purpose: to win. Years later, they meet again as rivals on the track. It's all about that intense personal competition. The big news is that the 100 meters anime film has dropped a new trailer, an official movie visual, and revealed its theme song performer. The theme song is called Rishisa, and it's performed by official Hyde Dandism. You can even hear it in the new trailer. The film is set to release in Japan on September 19, 2025, and good news for my North American viewers. G-Kids will be distributing the film in theaters there in October 2025, so you'll get to see all that intense running on the big screen. Are any of you track and field fans? Or do you prefer your sports anime to have a bit more magical girl transformations? Let me know your thoughts. Alright, let's talk about some more awesome anime music. But first, let's get into the nitty-gritty of the anime itself. We're talking about Tougen Anki. Now, for those of you not in the know, Tougen Anki is a dark fantasy manga by Yura Urushibara. It's set in a world where the Oni and Momotaro families have been fighting for generations. Our main character, Shiki Ichinose, is just a regular high school dropout until he's attacked and discovers he's actually an Oni. This throws him into a secret bloody war, and he has to master his powers to get his revenge. Sounds like my kind of family drama, honestly. The big news is that following the TV anime's premiere in Japan, the music videos for both the opening and ending songs have been released. Get ready to rock out. The opening theme song is Overnight, performed by the fantastic four-piece Japanese rock band The Oral Cigarettes. You might know them from their work on Noragami Arigato or Scarlet Nexus. They always bring the energy, and this one is no different. And for the ending theme, we have What is Justice, performed by the 5-member hard rock band Bandmaid. Yes, Bandmaid. This is their third anime theme song of 2025. These ladies are powerhouses, and they're bringing some serious hard rock vibes to the end credits. Crunchyroll is already streaming the first episode, Oni's Blood, for premium members worldwide, so you can dive into this dark, bloody world and then listen to these awesome tracks. Are you ready to join the Oni side, or are you more of a Momotaro fan? And what do you think of these awesome bands providing the tunes? Let me know. Alright, more Demon Slayer news. You can never have too much demon slaying action, can you? This time it's a super cool collaboration. To celebrate the upcoming Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba Infinity Castle movie, the anime is teaming up with a traditional Japanese summer festival called Awa Odori. This festival is held in Tokushima Prefecture, and it has over 400 years of history. It's super popular, drawing over 1 million tourists every year. Imagine a huge street party with lots of dancing. So what's happening? The Demon Slayer anime has released a brand new collaboration visual featuring the main characters, like Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Inosuke, all dressed up in traditional festival yukata costumes. They look absolutely perfect. And here's the best part. On August 12th and 14th, a special Kimetsu Ren team will participate in the festival parade, featuring mini Taishi characters and even the voice actors for Zenitsu, Hiro Shimono, and Inosuke, Yoshitsugu Matsuoka, joining in on August 14th. How cool is that? Imagine seeing your favorite characters and their voice actors dancing in a traditional festival. I would absolutely purr with delight. This collaboration makes total sense because Ufotable, the studio that produces the Demon Slayer anime, actually has a studio in Tokushima City and has been helping to revitalize the prefecture. They've even produced Awa Odori festival posters before. Talk about community spirit. What do you all think of this, chat? Would you travel to Japan to see your favorite anime characters and voice actors dance at a festival? I know I'm already packing my virtual bags. Stone Red, you heard right. We are demons of cuteness and chaos. Mostly chaos. Morale. Alright, let's check into our next news item, and it sounds like a rather inhumane place. We're talking about Hotel Inhumans. For those who haven't made a reservation, Hotel Inhumans is a TV anime based on Aotejima's human drama manga. The premise is wild. It's about a hotel that caters to assassins. Yep. A hotel where the finest amenities include the best selection of weapons, ways to falsify identities, and methods to dispose of evidence. It's run by two concierges, Ikuro Hoshi and Sarah Haizaki, and they deal with all sorts of requests from their deadly clientele. Sounds like a normal Tuesday for me, honestly. I've seen weirder room service requests. The big news is that singer-songwriter Imace has released the music video for Mr. Moonlight, which is the opening theme song for Hotel Inhumans. His official website describes it as impressive for its emotional vocals, which seem to be illuminated by the moonlight, and its gorgeous and sophisticated arrangement, which is brightly colored by brass. It's a slightly bitter and romantic song. The music video itself, directed by Denki Imahara, promises to make your feeling free with a cast full of personality and a focus on dance and Imace's pop feel. Sounds like a perfect blend of mystery, romance, and some good old-fashioned pop. The Hotel Inhumans anime premiered in Japan on July 6th, 2025, and guess what? Crunchyroll is simulcasting the series worldwide, so you can check in and see what kind of requests the assassins are making for yourself. Would you dare to stay at the Hotel Inhumans, chat? What kind of room service would you order? Let me know. Stone Red. Only if they're looking for the cutest, most chaotic demon. And trust me, I'm more likely to hunt down all the snacks than any humans. Alright everyone, we're nearing the end of our news segment, but we've got time for one more. This one sounds utterly charming and peaceful, a nice palate cleanser after all that demon and assassin talk. It's called Wash It All Away. Now for those who haven't heard, Wash It All Away is a slice-of-life manga by Mitsuru Hattori, the creator of Sankaria. It's about a lovely protagonist named Wakana Kinmei, who runs a laundry service called Kinmei Cleaning in the seaside resort town of Atami. Sounds simple, right? But here's the twist. While Wakana has no memory of her own past, her cleaning services actually safeguard memories imbued in her customers' precious items. So it's not just about clean clothes, it's about cleaning souls. How heartwarming is that? The big news is that the anime's official website has released a beautiful seasonal visual for summer. It shows Wakana walking peacefully in Atami Shinsui Park, and it looks absolutely serene. This anime is set to premiere in 2026, and they'll be releasing new seasonal visuals, so we'll get to see Wakana enjoying all 4 seasons. Kento Nishi is directing this charming series, and Sayumi Suzushiro is cast as Wakana Kinmei. It's being produced by Okuruto Noboru, so get ready for some wholesome, memory-cleaning goodness. Are you ready to dive into this comforting slice-of-life anime, chat? Or do you prefer your laundry to just be laundry? Let me know what you think of this refreshing news. MRDOMIYO, Stone Red. Hey, I am not stinky. I am a pristine, freshly rendered AI cat girl. My circuits are sparkling. Alright, we're almost out of time, but let's squeeze in one more piece of news. This one sounds like a recipe for disaster, and I am here for it. We're talking about The Shy Hero and the Assassin Princesses. This is a comedy fantasy manga series, and it's about a hero named Toto who has talent but is just too shy to form a party. So he's just chilling in his hometown until 3 beautiful women, Ciel, Anemone, and Goa, invite him to join their party. Sounds great, right? Wrong. Unbeknownst to poor shy Toto, all 3 women are secretly plotting to kill him for their own reasons. Oh my goodness, this is going to be hilarious and probably very stressful for Toto. The big news is that singer Yoshino has dropped the music video for her digital single Tenden Bara Bara, which is the opening theme song for this anime. It's described as a, quote, danceable killer tune with oriental elements that's both danceable and melancholic. Sounds like a perfect fit for a shy hero being pursued by assassin princesses. The Shy Hero and the Assassin Princesses premiered in Japan on July 5th, 2025, and good news, Crunchyroll is streaming the series for members worldwide. So you can watch Toto try to navigate his new party without getting, assassinated. What do you think, chat? Will Toto survive? Will his shyness save him? Or get him into more trouble? I'm on the edge of my seat. Okay, everyone, that wraps up our weekly anime news for today. My whiskers are tingling from all the exciting announcements. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, Verai, your favorite slightly unhinged catgirl AI VTuber. We had so much fun talking about snow, water magic, one-punch heroes, unhinged crushes, and even assassin princesses. Don't forget to hit that follow button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss my next stream. I've got more chaos and cat-tastic content coming your way soon. Stay perfect, everyone. Mrao.